This, my friends, is what we call the perfect trap game. A huge road game against Penn State coming up, a top 10 matchup, and one that clearly could have a huge impact on the college football playoffs. But what comes first? A road game against a rival. Minnesota Gophers haven't exactly had the best season, but they would love to play spoiler. And it looked that way early on. Dillon, terrible interception. Free safety Jazz Weber just sitting right there. But Nebraska responds in kind. Malcolm Hartzog not only does he get interception, some solid yardage on the return. So trading picks. And guess what? We love doing it so much. Maybe do it later, but not right now. Emmett Johnson taking the pitch. Dillon gets drilled. Maybe it led to this. Another bad decision. So Minnesota again getting the pick. Fans excited. And Dillon finds a receiver downfield, but oof, he gets blasted. Hartzog picks it up with one hand. Solid return. So again, Minnesota deep in Nebraska territory and surviving. But here, 1st and 10, a shot deep. Malachi Coleman, 77 yards over the top. Nebraska up 7-0. Nice play there for Minnesota getting down the field. And Dillon keeping it on the option keeper. 2-yard score. That makes it 7-7. Big play here, 4th and 1. Nebraska decides to go for it. It pays off. And then Beckwith, look at the moves and breaking free. 26-yard touchdown, 14-7. Nebraska. Second quarter, a good quarter for the Huskers. Again, driving. And Johnson on the screen. Nice play. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Beckwith, his second score of the game, this time from 8 yards out, 21-7. Not too long after, Lloyd, turning on the Jets, a nice punt return to get the ball inside the 40. A little more work. Ooh, that arrow's red, but it squeaks in. So Nebraska with a field goal to end the half, 24-7. And then play action. Davon Hall, 28-yard TD reception, 31-7 Huskers. And again, Minnesota in the red zone, in scoring range. And Malcolm Hartzog, this time he's going to take this one to the house. 81-yard TD off the pick six. Nebraska up 38-7. Maybe not closing out the game as well as you would like, but they are 52-27 winners. Teams equal on first downs and yards not too far apart. Turnovers, of course, a big one. Minnesota had 3. Theirs were very costly. When you say they take away points, they took away points. All in Nebraska territory. Dillon, 3 TDs, all late. The 2 interceptions were very hurtful. Darius Taylor, maybe he should have got the ball a little more. 109 yards on 18 carries. Maybe if they ran the ball inside the 30 more, things might have turned out differently. Quinn Redding, one of 3 players with a Minnesota reception for a TD. 100 plus for him. Raiola, 3 TDs, 2 picks. Don't like the 2 picks, but at least they were early. He responded well. Beckwith, your player of the game. 113 yards, 15 carries, 3 touchdowns. Coleman, 2 touchdowns, 121 yards through the air, 3 receptions. And then defensively, not only did Hartzog give you 2 interceptions, he recovers a fumble as well. Of course, he scored on the pick 6. So Nebraska, they dodge what would be a trap game. And next up will be Penn State. But before we get to highlights from that game, let's look at recruiting and let's look at what we're going to be facing with Penn State.